How's it going, guys, and welcome to another video here in the channel. And today we have a little bit of a different kind of thing. I've been playing a lot of different type of games, but today we're going to talk about this game called Trek to Yomi. Now, this game completely flew under my radar. I had no idea anything about this game, and I watched a video by a guy named Jake Baldino. If you don't know, he does game ranks. He's a main guy, talks a lot and everything. Pretty cool dude. Anyway, so I was watching his video and he talked about this game, and I was like, I really want to give it a chance. And fortunately, this game was offered onto well, you know, the Xbox, for Game Pass and everything. So I was like, okay, I can do Xbox Game Pass. You know, I don't have to spend any money. And the game kind of grabbed my attention for a lot of different reasons. So today, I'm going to talk about the game, what my thoughts and feelings are about this, and whether I think you should play this game or not. But let's go ahead and jump into it here. So really nothing much to it as far as like to tell you what this game is. It does have a story. It's really not super big or anything like that. I think the point of this story is to give you a kind of like a cinematic experience of like if you were to watch a Kurosawa movie, you know, like the black and white samurai movie type of thing. This will be kind of what you'll be playing in like a game and everything. Now, this isn't unique or anything like that. A lot of games have done it, including recently Ghost of Tsushima had a Kurosawa mood with everything just is black and white basically, and that's pretty much what this is. It's just black and white, and as you can see by the gameplay, you can clearly see what is going on and everything. So what you see here is very much early on in the game. Like I made sure that all the recorded was like within like the first hour of it, so that way you're not really spoiled or anything like that. I'm not gonna spoil you locations or anything, just gonna show you what I'm talking about and everything. So this is really cool because lately we've been seeing these 2D games that is almost like reminiscence of those games back on like the PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2. Reminds me a lot of like the Onimusha games, on like the way the camera is locked in a certain place and everything, and it very much has that but it's very stylish, very unique in the sense of what they're doing. It looks like an old game, but obviously it's like HD graphics and all that, and it really is trying to do something a little bit different here. Again, very cinematic, very interesting. The game itself is fine. I wouldn't say that it's like this massive game, you know, like mind-breaking and everything like that. I think the idea of it is what that captivates me the most. The 2D, you know, side-scrolling type of gameplay, but the camera kind of changes in different positions, and again, it gives you this very cinematic feeling to it, like you're watching a movie and everything. In fact, everything is an aspect ratio, how you see it right there. That's exactly how the entire thing is and everything, and they really are trying to give you like this, like I'm playing a samurai movie, which is pretty cool. But what about what I don't like about this? Because I think it's quite a bit of stuff actually. Although I think this is a really good idea. The game is actually incredibly short. It's really short, and it's cool that it's on Game Pass because I don't have to spend the money for it. And unfortunately, that happens a lot with more of the games like this, which is a indie game, right? Because it gives you the indie experience, and you know what that means is sometimes indie games tend to be shorter than some other like AAA games or anything like that. Now, I'm not talking about playing this game for like 50 hours or something like that, but you know, you're gonna get maybe like 20-30 hours out of it or something like that. But unfortunately, it doesn't even give you like 10 hours. You know, it's a pretty short experience and everything. Of course, you can replay it and everything, and that gives you, you know, its own thing and everything. But on its own, I don't think this is a replayable game, but the experience itself that it gives you is pretty cool. Now, the other thing that I don't really like besides the length of the game is actually the gameplay is kind of not very satisfying, although it does have a little bit of a learning curve from like doing your basic slash moves and everything like that. This isn't anything like even going as far as to compare it to something like Ghost of Tsushima, you know, recently, which is pretty cool. Like as far as like the fights are like so cinematic and everything. Although the game itself looks very cinematic, the things itself aren't as cinematic like the gameplay or anything like that. It's pretty straightforward. It's a 2D game, so you're side scrolling and everything, fighting enemies in a specific direction or anything like that. A lot of the time, the cool moves are like, although they're really cool, you don't really get to do more of them. I don't know. It's not as I'll say it's not as cut dry as that, but it's at least an interesting concept of it. I think this game is cool if you're interested in games like this, and if you're interested in trying something new and something different. Because games like this, I think, at the end of the day, games like this make like bigger games better, or like over time maybe this becomes like, if he has a sequel or something like that, it becomes a bigger game or something like that. And I feel like that's where it really comes into like, oh, like this game is gonna be, like maybe the next game or something like that, it's gonna be even bigger than this, which is cool. Like, again, I don't think the game is bad or anything like that. It's actually pretty fun and everything, but I think it's definitely lacking on some other areas. Definitely have that indie feel to the game. Definitely a game like this wouldn't ever be made by like a big publisher or anything like that, just because of the scale of the type of this game. Very ambitious, very different, and I really do appreciate what this is and why they made it and everything. So that is my opinion on this. Of course, let me know in the comments down below if you have tried this game, if you ever heard of it or anything like that. I'm curious to hear your opinion and your if your perspective, you've seen it or anything like that, or if you're seeing it for the first time. What do you think about this? Do you like it? Do you not? Do you think this is cool? I think it's a cool concept as well. Like I said, I just feel like it's just missing something. I want to give this game like a 7 out of 10. I think it's a good game, but it's definitely not gonna be like a very like memorable. In a sense, it's not a really memorable game. It doesn't do anything that any other game has ever done for me. But it's cool and innovative in a sense, so I think it's cool. It reminds me of also like the oldies games, but kind of like new, modern. Recently, Octopath Traveler, like when it comes to like this pixel art type of thing, so it's like HD, full HD, but it's like pixelated art and everything, and it has like, it's bound to that particular thing. Kind of reminds me of that. That's really the feel that I get from that. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Like, subscribe, and everything else, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.